Chicago. Ordinary cops are losing the battle against the super freaks. Then a miracle happens. The Chicago PD lets a green guy into the ranks to try and help out. So at the request of Matt Hickman, we're going all the way back to 1992 and the golden age of Image Comics. Become a patron and make your own requests. Massive spoilers are massive for the Savage Dragon comics. You've been warned. On with the show. The Dragon, Blood and Guts, number 3. We open the final issue of this miniseries with Officer Wilde talking about her car. Yep. Actually, it's not that bad of a scene since it adds a bit of characterization by talking about her daddy. But Dragon is trying to figure out what Alex thought she heard Alicia say before she passed out. Tedabirch. Though Alex seems fairly strange about this whole thing, especially when bringing up that they know Grip was shot in the eye, so hopefully they'll find him and he'll be dead. But what's even more pressing is that Dragon brings up the Grip flew copters in Nam, so maybe he could have stolen a traffic copter and flown out of town. Alex starts laughing before she and Dragon almost kiss. That is until she notices the Church of St. Mary's has been closed. It's the weekend, and usually they're housing the homeless over the weekend, as well as during thunderstorms, as a place of rest, so that's weird to her. And that's when Dragon realizes Alicia wasn't saying Tada Birch, she was saying to the church. So they pull up, and we learn that Alex has actually been coming to this exact church since she was 12. Either way, Dragon gets out and boots open the door, only to discover the bloodbath within that's been festering for a couple of days. He goes back to the car since no one but the corpses are in the church. However, a limo pulls up from behind the church, and they follow it while Dragon calls someone on his car phone. 90s and car phones. Over in that limo, Sheridan is berating Grip for not staying to kill Dragon at the church. But Grip's sole remaining dog tries telling Sheridan to chill, cause Grip's kinda having a rough day being shot in the head and all. Sheridan, however, is in no mood, and he uses his glowy eye power to close every vein in the dog's head, causing ungodly pain before death. Intercut with Sheridan yelling for Grip to kill Alex. Dragon is on the car phone trying to get Weisenberg to give him the owner of the government plates on the limo. However, Dragon says screw the rules, or maybe he does get an answer from Weisenberg, but we don't hear it, and then jumps onto the limo, punching through the back window. The limo driver loses control with the added weight, and they crash into a gas station. Dragon is a bit banged up, but mostly it's his clothes, cause it's always his clothes. God, he really does go through more clothes than the Hulk at this rate. And that's his normal look, so yeah, that's gotta be custom. Alex brings Dragon over his pistol so that they can see if anyone else is okay, but Grip lunges through the smoke at Dragon. But Dragon's pretty quick, yet Alex is oddly quicker, roundhousing Grip, then shoving Dragon's pistol into his shoulder and pulling the trigger. It makes a damn big hole in Grip, but it also sends Alex flying back on her ass. Which actually is kind of fortunate because while Alex is knocked for a loop, Agent Sheridan tries to exit the limo, but Alex has Dragon 66 Special aimed at his head. He's not gonna go anywhere. Grip and Dragon, though, are not done with their fight as they hammer away at each other until they rupture a gas pump, and Grip's grasp blows up the gas. Alex and Alicia are fine hiding from the explosion, but Grip, skin melting as he dies in agony, crawls towards Alicia, saying that he was wrong and she needs to take care of their baby before he dies. Sheridan, however, did escape in the blast, though. Yet Dragon finally pieced it all together. Agent Sheridan was FBI, not running his own racket. Grip did some work for the US government, and if Alicia testified of what she knew, or if Grip decided to flip evidence, the government will have a lot to answer for. So, that's the end. Alicia says thank you, Alex and Dragon are going to go for a drink, but while Alex is talking about karma, we end with her car being on fire. Yes, we're at a sitcom, here'd be the freeze frame and then the credits. So overall, this was a great issue that ended this pretty well. Sheridan escaping, though, is a bit of a cop-out, mainly because I don't think he's appeared before or since this. I did really like that Grip did get a little extra dimension in this issue, even in the last one, because you got a sense that he was split, with being a bastard, but also actually caring about Alicia on some level. But he's totally a monster, so take that for what it is. Of course, since this is set as a midquel thing between Image Zero and the main Savage Dragon story, that this came out years after the main series started, I think it felt a bit out of continuity. I mean, by the end of this, Dragon is actually kind of happy, or at least joking around. Now, yes, we can get how depression doesn't mean never laughing, and when he gets home, he could again sit and wallow, growing his handlebar mustache for the ongoing, but this is ultimately a one-shot series. Yes, it's a sort of spoiler for tomorrow's episode, but this really doesn't hold a lot of weight with what I read in the first 6 issues of that. Maybe it allows for a peek at the government having a darker side that could be reflected in later issues and stories that came out around this time for Savage Dragon. But I'm sure Matt Hickman will have a comment to either confirm or deny these theories, so watch wherever I post these. And tomorrow, we finally crack into Savage Dragon's ongoing with looking at the first 6 issues. So hopefully you come back tomorrow, and as always, stay golden, Inklings.